All right, so we're sitting here with Barry Goffe. We're 4 hours to the Bill keynote, and you're going to show us some secret stuff that hasn't been seen before.
That's correct.
This is Ultimate Extras, is what it's called.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Ultimate Extras. How do people get it?
Well, so Ultimate is the best and most comprehensive edition of Windows Vista. It's got all the features from the consumer line, it's got all the features from the business line, it's got everything that you want. But in addition to all the inbox features that you get in Ultimate, there's this thing called Ultimate Extras. Ultimate Extras are basically additional features that we deliver through Windows Update to users of Ultimate. There's a bunch that will be available at the consumer launch on January 30th. We're going to show one of those in the keynote with Bill. And our plan is over time to deliver additional extras to Ultimate customers.
Cool. So what's the first one you want to show us here?
The first one is kind of appropriate for Vegas. It's actually a new game for Ultimate users called Microsoft Hold'em. Right, Texas Hold'em is the most popular type of poker these days. And so we built our own version of Texas Hold'em. And again, this just gets delivered through Windows Update down to your PC. It's only delivered to Ultimate users' PC. If you're a home premium user, or if you're a business user, you're not going to see any of this stuff on Windows Update. Okay. And in fact, I could actually, when you're on Ultimate and you go to the you'll see there's the regular Windows Update, but then there's this sort of walled off area called Ultimate Extras. And when you go out to check Windows Update, if there are new extras available, you'll see it here and you'll be able to download them.
Nice, cool.
So the first one is Texas Hold'em. I can sit here and I can play, I can bet, and I basically play against the computer.
Cool.
So,
okay.
you know, nice little game.
So this is going to replace solitaire for a lot of people.
Well, yeah, for the poker crowd, definitely. And again, only for customers that buy Ultimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the first one. The second one has to do with a little bit more serious subject, which is data protection. Mm-hmm. And so one of the features of Windows Vista Enterprise that's unique is BitLocker. Windows BitLocker data encryption. That's a feature when paired with a piece of hardware called a TPM chip, or a trusted platform module, that allows you to encrypt your entire hard drive. And the encryption key is stored on the motherboard in this TPM chip. And the reason you would want to do that is today with encryption technology like EFS, encrypting file system, if someone has physical control of your PC, for instance, they steal your PC in the airport, or you lose your PC in a taxi, once they have physical control, it's relatively straightforward to get past those encryption technologies. With BitLocker in the software and with a TPM chip in the hardware, even if someone has physical control of your PC, it's very difficult for them to get your private data off of that machine. Mm-hmm. And you know, you've seen in the news every week some large corporation or some government agency has lost a laptop, and actually in countries like Japan and some European countries, the laws are even more strict than they are in the United States. Massive penalties and you know, big consequences if you lose personally identifiable information through computer loss or theft. Okay. And so what BitLocker does is it protects in that particular scenario.
Great.
Well, since Ultimate is the union of everything on the business side and everything on the consumer side, BitLocker is one of those features that is in Ultimate. Now, in a corporate scenario, when you encrypt your hard drive, there's an encryption key that's 40 characters that automatically gets escrowed by Active Directory. So if, say you have a hardware failure, and you need to replace the motherboard. So you put the hard drive in to a new motherboard, the TPM chip in that new motherboard isn't going to have the encryption key. So you need to pull that encryption key out of escrow and manually type it in order to boot up. Because otherwise, if you don't have that encryption key, that hard drive is basically a boat anchor now.
Yeah.
It's completely useless.
Yeah.
In a small business scenario where I don't have Active Directory, I have no way of escrowing that key unless I write it down on a piece of paper, which isn't very good. So what we've done in Ultimate is we've built an Ultimate Extra that automatically escrows your BitLocker encryption key as well as your EFS encryption key in Windows Marketplace using Digital Locker.
Cool.
So now you have sort of the same level of infrastructure supporting your implementation of BitLocker that even a large corporation would have. It's all sort of automatic, and you'll never lose your key, even if you lose the piece of paper that it's written down. So that's a really nice feature. It doesn't really demo very well because all we're doing is saving some data out into the cloud. So that's the second one. The third thing that we're going to deliver at GA for Ultimate customers is some really cool digital content. Our plan is to publish digital content that's designed to help people get more out of their Ultimate PC. First one is probably going to be security focused, tips and tricks and how to get the most out of all the different security and data protection features that are in Windows Vista Ultimate. So that's the third. The fourth is access to all the worldwide languages. Again, that's another feature of Windows Vista Enterprise, is the ability to build a multi-language deployment image for your PCs. So you can have the exact same PC image deployed on a laptop that's used by someone in Japan, or you can use that image to deploy Windows Vista onto a desktop, someone who's speaking Portuguese in Brazil. And again, Ultimate inherits that particular feature. And so the cool thing here is if I have a multilingual household, I can set up the PC. Here, I'll give you a really quick demo over here of so that when I log in, I'm an English speaker, and all my menus, the entire operating system is in English. But I can log out and say my son or my parent can set up the PC so that it's running in their native language. And it's important to point out that Windows XP only supported 25 languages. Windows Vista supports 35 languages.
Cool. Okay, so and then there's the last one here, the one I'm most excited about, which is
Windows Dream Scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dream Scene is one of Bill's demos tonight, and it's not a cure for cancer. We're not changing the face of the PC universe, but we're adding a really nice touch to Windows Vista Ultimate, which is instead of using a static picture background for your PC desktop, you get to use full motion video. So we'll go back to the PC here, and there's a new item when I install Dream Scene that says Play Motion Desktop, and we'll click on it, and you'll see in the background that instead of having a static picture of raindrops, I actually have high-def video of raindrops in the background.
Nice.
And when we ship Dream Scene at GA, we'll have a collection of about a dozen videos that'll go along with it. Some nature videos and even some CGI videos that we're having created. But in addition to using the in-box videos, you'll be able to use any arbitrary video that you create as your background.
So I can have any of my videos as my background.
Absolutely,
cool.
Yeah. So the way you select a video here is just go to Desktop Background, and you look at your Windows wallpapers. And you'll see, in addition to the standard inbox desktops that we ship and any other ones, there are a whole bunch of videos that you can use as well. So here I can have a nice little video of wheat waving in the wind. Here's kind of a really cool subtle one of drops of water. And one of the neat things about Dream Scene is it takes advantage of all the cool glass features, right? So I have my sidebar running here, and I have all my sidebar gadgets opaque. And so you can see the video running through the gadget, and when I highlight it, you know, it comes through. And also, when I use Flip 3D, you can see the videos running in Flip 3D as well.
Cool.
Both in the background and in the
And
foreground.
the preview too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
So again, you know, we'll have a bunch of our own videos that you can...
Now, a couple questions about this. What resolution are all those going to be? Are they all the same, or are there different resolution movies for different resolution?
Yeah, so some of the videos that we'll ship will be a normal video resolution. Some of them will be high def, 1080i, possibly even 1080p. We'll support any resolution, WMV or MPEG.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even if I have a high def video of my kids,
Mm-hmm.
I can just figure out a nice way to loop it, and I can put it on my background.
Okay, and the ones that come with it, they're seamlessly looped?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. So we've done a lot of work to make sure that they loop really nicely and seamlessly. Like here's one of my favorite ones, and I think this is one of the ones that will show in Bill's keynote.
And you won't see that sputter when it gets to the end of the loop or anything?
No.
Cool.
It'll just look like the waterfall's going forever.
And I'm sure people are going to be wondering, how much processor is this going to take?
Not a lot. Somewhere in the 5 to 10% of incremental CPU processor time. We still have a couple weeks till GA, so we're still working on the performance tuning of it.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for meeting with us. And can you just tell us who you are again and what you do?
Sure. My name is Barry Goffe, and I'm Director of Product Management in the Windows Client team, and I'm responsible for Windows Vista Ultimate.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.